Alright, y'all, so we are in the last round of bottom cut, right? Because, like, technically if we win this one, we might top cut. But we are facing Violet, who has a pretty scary looking team. It's pretty standard, you know, it's a rather standard team, but the good thing, I don't know. I mean, they do have the Garganacl as well, which can be a problem for me, right? And their team doesn't like love Trick Room, but it definitely has things that are good in Trick Room, which is a bit of a problem, right? I feel like we can probably start Flutter and Iron Bundle just to feel it out. We bring the Giraffe because the Giraffe looks solid here. We bring Garganacl because we need Garganacl. And we go from there. Like, you can't not bring Garganacl to a Garganacl game. Because if you do, you just don't do well. The good thing is, however, that they have the Assault Vest Iron Hands, and in my opinion, Swords Dance Iron Hands is becoming a lot scarier these days. So, I hope that they saw what I said, you know. I don't really know what I want to do right now. I think I want to actually just double protect just to give them a chance to see what I said. Okay, so they did see it, which is good. Because, I mean, I didn't want to, like, I didn't want to just do that to them, so. I didn't want to do it to myself either, believe me, I didn't want to do it to myself. So here, I don't really know if we want a Terra Style yet, like, I'm gonna just click Shadow Ball and Icy Wind. And we're just gonna kind of have to hope that it goes well. So they do make the right play, which is unfortunate for me because I didn't make the right play, right? So what we probably need to do now is withdraw Flutter main. I don't know if we brought Corviknight in the back, but I think it would have been good. So we're gonna have to see. We have... So, the good thing is that Farigiraf... Buttons. Okay, sorry, my controller stopped working for a second. We switch into Farigiraf, and we maybe just play Freeze Dry. So, like, technically, my play didn't work that well, but it caused me to make an adjustment that can work, right? Unfortunately, they make a good adjustment, by just going after the Iron Krampus. But, you know, I don't know. It's hard to say exactly what I would have done to get around that. Like, obviously, I click Trick Room, right? And then I click Terra Style Salt Cure here, right? I think that might be the play. It's kind of hard to say. Because, like, avoiding the Iron Bundle is not amazing right now, but I think it'd be really nice if we could start pressuring the Flutter, you know? Like, it's gonna do a lot, probably, with Shadow Ball, which I don't look forward to. And they do click Sub, which I think is smart. So potentially this play could have just been bad, all in all. Like, it probably will do 25%. If it doesn't, yeah, so. The only unfortunate thing about it is that, like, technically I still want to target that slot next turn, if we're being honest. I want to click, like, this and this. I don't even know if that'll be enough to KO. I just know, like, I don't really feel like they should protect that spot right now. They could. They could. You know, they very well could. I think Iron Bundle is the one that should be protecting. But if they're switching, they might protect. Okay. So unfortunately our Psychic probably won't KO, but it might. Yeah. The D-Gleam does enough to matter. So that is something to keep in mind. I don't think they've terra'd yet, right? But I think Salt Curing their Garganacl could be important for us. Excuse me. So they bring out Iron Hands. The good thing about Iron Hands is I can just click Psychic, and I can click Salt Cure. But we might end up being at their mercy a little bit. It's hard to tell. I don't remember what I brought in the back, and I don't think it's all that slow. So we Salt Cure them. They Salt Cure us. We Psychic. It does some. I mean, it could have done more, definitely. If they go for Wild Charge, they'd probably get a KO, yep. So, it's going to be hard to say what's best here. If I have Arc in the back, that's pretty good for me just for Intimidate purposes. But, you know, it is a guard game, unfortunately. So, ooh, we're actually down to our last two, which is kind of a big deal. If Trick Room doesn't end this turn, yeah, that could lose us the game. So, we basically have to go for double Protect now, and we have to Salt Cure here. We'll see what they do. If they avoid the Flutter main, they make a very smart play. I just don't really think it makes that much sense. Like, there's a pretty clear play for me here, obviously, right? And there's no guarantee that it wins us the game. It's just what we have to do, you know? So we click recover, we click protect again. We try to get a double protect. Yeah, so we try for the double, we click recover. There's never a play that you need to make besides that. I think switching is smart, especially if they have bundle, which I'm pretty sure they do. We don't get the double protect, so could be bad, right? Like, but if we can get them to KO themselves, well, it's definitely hard to say what the best play is here. Because we know that they, like, go down next turn, we basically just Salt Cure. Because they should be afraid to just click Wild Charge, but they might just click Wild Charge, like, you know? Yeah, so they shouldn't. So now we just kind of have to... Now that could be bad. I did not see that they had that. So yeah, that's just GG's. I won't draw it out. Do one more. We, you know, try to see what we can do. I think like it was going well there for a while, and then they just ended up in a position that was not really great for us, unfortunately. So, I do actually think that starting like maybe this and this could be good, right? So we can always do something like that with Garganacl, of course, because we do need Garganacl and Flutter. So GLH up to them. I'm perfectly fine if we lose this, you know. Like, I'd like to win, don't get me wrong. But it happens, you know. Again, the round one definitely, like, went our way if we just didn't do dumb stuff. So, at this point... we click... And we also made like a kind of bad play in the first game, like intentionally, so that we like didn't get an auto loss, right? Like I literally gave them a chance to like see what I said, you know? So we click protect, we click tailwind. I mean, that's just kind of the play. they call my play because it's kind of obvious. But, you know. So, what should they expect me to do right now? I kind of want to just click what? I mean, well, we know that they have a life orb, right? So, like, technically, we're gonna have to see how this goes, but I kind of want to just click Brave Bird here. And maybe just protect, but like it could go really bad if that makes sense. Yeah, so the reason why this could go bad is because, okay, well we do move first. They do get the KO, which is not amazing for me, but at this point, I have a pretty safe just bring in Flutter main and click Dazzling Gleam and Freeze Dry, right? So, we click Dazzling Gleam, we click Freeze Dry. I don't know if they lowered our speed, but we're not in like a terrible position. They can technically force my Terra here, which I don't love, but I kind of want to do this. We don't actually know if this is going to KO though, so I don't know. Sometimes I think I just need to play a little bit safer, and by safer I mean by clicking Shadow Ball Freeze Dry instead of whatever I'm doing right now. So. We do get a lot of damage, which is good. If they click Drain Punch, that's even better, kind of, I guess. Yeah, so they do click Drain Punch. So we gotta think this through, like, it's definitely not over yet, is the thing you have to keep in mind, right? Like, so they drop us down to the Sash. Click Salt Floor. I don't know if being the faster or slower Garganacl is good here though. If that makes sense. I mean, we know this turn we just click Salt Cure here. And we click Freeze Dry here, right? Like, we know they can't do anything about that. And let's see. I don't believe they have Terra yet, right? So like technically they have Grass Terra. which could be a problem for me. But if we play relatively correctly, it should be fine. I mean, the thing that sucks is, like, I do want to go for Hydro Pump right now, right? So let's see if they Terra. They do Terra, so smart play. And that can actually lose me the game, so if I had called the Terra, I think we would be in a much better position. But we still land the Hydro Pump. It's not like the damage that I wanted though. I mean, the good thing, no, I mean, I really needed to click that freeze dry, unfortunately. But we're not out. Like, we're gonna have to see how much damage they do with their, I mean, they're gonna protect, right? They protect, then they click Salt Cure, and if I can't live a Salt Cure if I can't live a Salt Cure Protect and another Protect, because they're going to Protect right now, then we probably lose, right? So, like, we need to... They Protect. No, they don't. Okay. I'm definitely interested to see how this is going to play out, because I can't tell if we're in a good position or a bad position, right? Like, I really can't. But it seems like we're in a good position. Yeah, so they do cancel that one. Okay, so, I mean, no matter what, it's going to a game 3, which is nice. Like, we played the tech. We played the tech. So, I liked what we did last time. I just feel like there's high incentive for them to, like, be prepared for it, if that makes sense. Something we could do is try starting Flutter main and the Galleon. I don't know if that's, like, a good play, but I want it to be a good play, if that makes sense. Yeah, so I kind of want to try that. And then, in the end, we bring the Krampus and miss. I just don't know if it's going to be a good play or not, is the only thing. But I definitely know, like, what I want to do, if that makes sense. So this time we lead Flutter and Core. We click Protect Tailwind. Then the turn after that, we click... Dazzling Gleam Brave Bird? Yeah. So they're gonna do the same lead. We start a little different. We click Tailwind, we click Protect. we lower their speed, which is kind of funny if we're being honest. It's actually like kind of bad for them, but it shouldn't matter in the end game, honestly. We click Brave Bird and we click Shadow, or I mean Dazzling Gleam. Ooh, you know what we actually probably should have done is clicked Brave Bird and then Shadow Balled the Flutter main, but we're gonna have to see. Like, technically I'm trying to make a read, quote unquote, right? Like, because you have to save the Flutter main or something. Like, I don't know. They actually withdraw that slot, which is not what I expected. So let's see if they bring out Garg, or what do they bring out? They do bring out Garg, which is bad for me. They don't protect, which is even worse for me. So we need to really think about what our best play is going to be here, honestly. Like, we definitely needed to Shadow Ball last turn. We do want to click Bulk Up. I think we click Bulk Up and I mean, I just feel like the Protect is obvious is the problem, right? Like, yeah, so I didn't do that correct. They do click Recover, though, which is good for me, because we do know that with how these speed tiers were working out, technically, we could just switch the Flutter right now into my Garg. So if they bring out Bundle here and we can just one-shot the Bundle, that'd be really nice. They bring out that, which, I mean, is actually going to take a lot of damage here. Could have been more damage. So we will have the chance, fortunately, to just click Roost right now. Because even if they click, like, a good move, I don't necessarily think that this goes amazingly for them. Like, yes, they're putting us on a timer, but because of how fast Corviknight is, I really don't think this is going to be a problem, if that makes sense. But not calling that play right with the Flutter main on turn 1, I think did put us in like a pretty bad position, if we're being honest. So that's fine. We click Roost because we know we should be the fastest thing on the field. We click Salt Cure just because the damage shouldn't really matter that much, but at the same time, I'm going to click it here because if they click Wild Charge, then there's a possibility that we get the KO. Okay. So I do think we played that correctly because they have to bring something out and it's getting Salt Cured. Right? So they bring that out, it gets Salt Cured, they Salt Cure us. It's really hard to say what my best play is here. Because they have the Life Orb though, like, it's hard to say. I do think we just click Roost again, and I think we click Salt Cure, you know. Like, obviously, yeah, I was gonna say, like, sure, this is a hard decision for them, but I still think I'm making the right play. We're gonna have to see. This is a really close one. I don't think, have Salt Cured their guard yet. And we've just kind of been, like, accepting that. I actually think we probably bring out the bundle right now. The real question is going to be, what's my best play right now? We click Protect, we click Salt Cure, you know. That could be a problem. It's going to be very hard to say what my best play is here. Well, actually, no, I know what my best play is. We click Freeze Dry. We click Recover. That was big damage. So let's see, this is going to be still a very hard game to call. I feel like we have to switch into Flutter main, and we have to just keep Salt Cure pressuring here. But, like, technically my play doesn't really make sense because we know we're faster than them, right? So this is just gonna be a pretty hard one, honestly. Like, let's see what they do. They go for the Encore play, which sucks for me, but I don't know if it wins them the game. Right? Like, I have to just click D-Lean. I have to just swap, right? Yeah. So that should win them the game. Maybe I had to click protect and then switch in the bundle, but like, it's hard to say, right? I think if you protect and you switch in the bundle, you like buy yourself a little bit of time. But all things considered, it doesn't really win us the game. Like, we definitely have to do this, right? Like, there's no lying about that. Yeah. So the protectance, the not protecting was really unfortunate, right? Because if we did protect, it would just be a bit of a different game, right? But what we do now, right, is we Salt Cure. I don't actually think that wins them the game. We'll have to see. Just because now we actually do take out the, what's-his-face? And, like, the thing is, we actually do have to just, like, click recover. But they have one more recover than I do, which is not good. So we know they should protect. I mean, like, I'm tempted to target the other slot. I just don't know if it's gonna matter, right? Like, I think we can afford one more turn of trying to make the right play. But again, you know. Yeah. It's just, this is what we have to do, unfortunately, right? Like, we can win this if we can live through whatever they're dishing out, but there's a really good chance that we don't, right? Especially seeing that we're at literally low health. But they have to click, I would say they should click freeze drive, but they might not. Yeah. Yeah, okay, so, yeah, GG. I think there was ways that we could have played it better. We do know that, I mean, there was just that Shadow Ball right away on turn 1 that we didn't do, which put us in a kind of bad position. So yeah, there's always things to think about. But that's GG's. And, you know, it was, you know, the team really put on a showing, like, and it's like one little mistake to not get top cut, whatever, like, it's fine, you know what I mean? It was a great set, so we'll see what happens in the